Hello. Yes, good morning, everybody. Today's 6th. This is 6th of April. So I'd like us to start our analysis with the chart on our screen. We'll start off. This is just a second. I want us to start off with USD CHF, USD Swiss franc. We have it already here. So the indicator which I'm using, this is just a normal indicator, it's the normal moving average indicator. You can see based on this indicator that the US dollar CHF is actually upwards. We are in a very good uptrend. So previously on this chart we had a very good level. This was our resistance. So let me make the lines visible. We had a resistance there. You can see we had a resistance in the past somewhere there. We had a resistance there. There was this candle which broke above that resistance. It pulled back. You can see there was this pullback somewhere here before the price eventually headed to the upper side. So this was a very good place to look for a buy from. If you are trading strictly based on horizontal levels, then you could have taken a very good buy when the price was somewhere here. So we have another support here. We have a support somewhere there. So it was some minor resistance, a minor resistance here. The price broke below this level, headed above it, then it continued upwards up to this resistance before it came back as a support. We had a support, we had a support there, we had a support, and then we had some support here before the price was used as support yesterday. So while the price was somewhere here, this could have been a very good place to look for a buy from. When the price was below, not below actually, when the price was somewhere here and then you saw this pin bar, this could have been the best place to look for a buy from. So this right here was the best place where you could have taken a buy from. If you didn't buy it there, you still could have taken a buy from somewhere here. So I hope that makes sense. You can see also that this was actually some shape. It was like a rectangular formation. You can see that here. It was a very good rectangular formation for almost 2 days before the price eventually broke above it and we took those positions. So if you didn't have the indicator which I'm using now, you still could have taken very good buy position. Okay, actually you could have taken buys much earlier, much better positions than if you're just following this indicator blindly. So that's my opinion on this instrument. Let's look at some shapes that formed in the past on this instrument. So we had a shape here. It doesn't look very good, but still a shape. So we have that, and then we have that. That was a shape. And then we had a converging wedge formation. Like that. Like that. And in the past, in between this rectangular formation, we had another one. Like that. And then we had another one there. Had another one there. And then we had another one there. Then we had another one there. So basically, as it is right now, you can see these are some of the few things you're supposed to be looking for. If you are here, well, everything was happening like this, and then you saw that the price was actually in some shape as it was approaching this support, then you could have taken some sign that this was a very good place to look for a buy from. So that is my opinion on US dollar Swiss franc. Let me load another chart, GBP USD. So with the GBP USD so far, we are having some good downtrend. You can see that here we have a very good downtrend. It started while the price was somewhere here. You can see this is where the indicator gave us a sell signal. So we have a very good support level here. We have a very good, it was a support in the past. You can see that it was a support here. It was a support there. It was a support. There was a break below. There was a pullback, and then this was a sell. So we have another one. This is a shape now. This is not horizontal level. This is a shape. We have that shape there, and then we have another level, this one here. This is like a very good resistance level in the past. Then we had a shape like this. This is a very good shape. And then we had another shape somewhere here. So you may be wondering how comes I'm focusing so much on what happened in the past than what's happening in the present. Okay, the reason I'm doing that is because you need to know them before they happen first. And the only way to know them is to be able to identify them after they've happened. Then you should be able to identify them when they're happening real time. Like right now, you can see here, we have a shape forming, but there is a very good resistance level somewhere here. You can see we had a support, we had a support, we had a support here. There was this break, the price pulled back, touched this level as a resistance, and then it went down. Then as we're speaking now, the price is within some shape. So the reason we're able to identify this now is because we've been able to identify them in the past. So even now as this is happening, we are able to see that this is actually an expanding wedge formation. So if the price touches this resistance level, this will give us an ideal place to look for a sell from. So if the price comes up and touches this level, then this will give us an ideal place to look for a sell from. So we look for a sell when the price comes back and touches this level here. This will be a good place to look for a sell from. Or if the price moves up and touches the upper trend line, this one here, then that too will give us a good place to look for a sell from. So this is actually not a trend line. This is a horizontal level. So if you fail to sell it here, or if you fail it, then the price violates your stop loss. You can still wait and sell it when the price is somewhere here. But if the price should break beyond these two lines, then the next level we want to sell from is when the price gets to these two lines, the one at the top. I hope that is clear enough. It should be very, very clear. Should be very, very, very clear. So we'll move forward. We'll move forward to our next instrument. We'll move forward to Euro USD. So with the USD so far, the same thing is happening. We are having a very good downtrend. We are completely sellers. You can see that the price started to sell off yesterday while the price was somewhere here. As it is now, this is still a very good sell. Horizontally, these are the levels we are looking at. We have the first level here. So that is like a very good support there. We have another one there. It doesn't look very good, but still just a resistance. It's not as good as the one we have at the top, but it's still a good level because it was used here as a resistance. And then we have another level, this one here. Sorry about that. So those are the only key horizontal level I'm looking at. There is another one, sorry. Also, this looks like a good one here. So since yesterday we had a good sell from when the price was somewhere here. We've actually been sellers from yesterday. This was at what time? From yesterday around 1 at midday. We are still hoping for more sell positions. Now we want to look for a sell when the price gets to this point where the price is now actually. So you can see it was a support earlier today. There was this breakout, there was this pullback. As we're speaking now, the price is still below that place. So this right here is the best place to look for a sell from. Your stop loss should be fixed at the highest high we've had for the day. That is somewhere here. So we'll sell it around 1.0890. Our stop loss is above this high. Our take profit will get that in the future. So other than that, there are some shapes which we'd like to look at. So we have a shape here. We have another one here. And then we have another one there. Like that. So as it is now, there is no clear shape as you're speaking now, but this is now a good sell. We are looking forward for more sell positions, at least up to this level here. So if you successfully sell it, we expect to go down at least up to 1.0843, which is at the bottom here. The next instrument is the US dollar Japanese yen. So with the US dollar Japanese yen so far, you can see what happened. In the past, we've had very good buy positions. Yesterday, we had a buy from this point here. We had a buy from when the price was somewhere here. We have a level, a support there. We have a resistance there. So of course, now that the price is above it, this should act as a good support. Previously it was a resistance. You can see we had a resistance, we had a resistance, we had a resistance, and we had a resistance. There is this breakout. Then we had another one. This is a shape now, not a resistance trend line, not a resistance horizontal level, just a trend line. Have that. And then we have some consolidation. So as I mentioned yesterday, you don't only have to look for shapes when you're drawing this. When you notice consolidation, you can still draw trend lines around it or horizontal levels around it, just to mark it that you're aware the price was struggling around that area. That's why sometimes you can see that you can't actually see a shape, but I'll still draw my lines around it. It's because the price was consolidating around that area. We have another one there, and then we have another one there, and then we have another one there, and then we have another shape at the top. This is currently unfolding, so it is of interest. So overall, we are buyers. We are looking for buy positions on this instrument. We expect buyers to continue to push price to the upper side, but first we want to see price break and close above this level. This is 124.06. If the price can ascend and close above 124.06, then this will be a good place to look for more buy positions. We expect buyers to look for to continue pushing price upwards, or if the price can pull back and end up inside this zone, then this will be a good place to look for a buy from. So this will be the ideal place where we want to look for buy positions. So as I was saying, you can see that the chart looks really clean. It looks very clear. We are looking forward for a buy position on this instrument. Our indicator is showing us a buy. Our levels are showing us a buy. We currently have a shape forming. So should the price ascend beyond this shape, as I just mentioned, then that will be a good place to look for a buy from. The next instrument I want us to look at gold. So gold, so far, gold, we are in some shape. The price looks like we are consolidating. So you can see that we're consolidating because we had a downtrend from when the price was somewhere here. We had a downtrend, then it formed an uptrend, a downtrend, an uptrend, and so far we've not seen any significant move to the upper side. So this could be a sign that the price is actually consolidating. On the Forex chart, we have consolidation here. So we have there, this is consolidation like that. Look at how clean we had a resistance here. We had a resistance, we had a resistance, we had a resistance, then we had a support here, a support, and currently as we're speaking now, the price is using the same place as a good support. So if you see a buy signal around this area, you're supposed to pick a buy position, expecting buyers to push price, to the upper side, at least up to this level here. So this right here will give us the best place to look for a buy from. We look for a buy at least up to this level here. The next, we'll look at this chart on a lesser time frame. Maybe we'll get a good position, a better position than the one we have, but so far it's a buy from what I've just seen. I'll clear off these lines first. So we have horizontal support here. You can see that in the past we had a very good support. The price just used it. Now we had a support, it's still being used as a support. And then we had, this was yesterday, we had a resistance there. I see in the past, okay, it was used here also as a resistance. So we had a resistance there. It was slightly violated there, and then it was respected yesterday. So currently, as we are speaking now, the price just bounced off from this support level, which is a good place to look for a buy from. So if you are on this chart as we're speaking right now, you're supposed to be looking for buy positions, look for more buy orders, expecting buyers to push price upwards at least back up to this point here. So other than just the levels which I've drawn the two lines, there are some shapes which looks really cute. So we'll draw them also. We have the first one. So we have that is currently unfolding. We have that is unfolding. You can see that it's like a channel formation. So the price may go up to this point, bounce off back to the lower side, or it may break either above or below it. We also have another one here, and then we have another one there, like that, and then we have another one like that. Then we have another one like that. So I want to explain something here. You remember I mentioned some few days ago that if you draw a shape and then the price violates that shape to the lower side or to the upper side, then that's always the correct opportunity to look for a trade. Like when we had this shape here, we drew a line from this point, we drew another one up like this, then the price broke below it there. So somewhere here could have been the best place to look for a buy, a sell from. Our stop loss is at the high of this candle here. So when the price breaks below and you sell it there, if for some reasons the price goes down, then comes back up and does not break above this trend line like it was somewhere here, then this could have been also the next place to look for a sell from. So we could have sold it here, we could have also sold it there, and then the price could have gone our way. The same thing we could have done here. We could have sold it here. The price goes down, so that has already hit our take profit, so we don't need to sell it again. Our take profit was here, so we don't need to sell it again. I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense whatever I've said. Another place where we could have taken a buy from is when you had this shape here, then the price breaks above it. You could have taken a buy somewhere there. You can see it has gone clearly up to that resistance, the one we have at the top. So that is my opinion on gold. I want us to look at the next instrument. We'll look at Brent oil. No, that's not Brent oil. Sorry about that. So let us look at SP500 instead. Let's load the chart for SP500. In just a second, we should be having it here. Have it there. So this is bullish. This is a very good uptrend. You may be wondering why I'm saying this a buy, yet the price looks like for the past 1, 2, 3, 4 hours charts candles we have been bearish. Sorry, the reason I'm saying this a buy is because overall we are in an uptrend on the weekly chart. You can see that here. So only this week we are seeing some sell, but the previous 3 weeks we had very good uptrend candles. So we still believe that this is still upwards. We'd like to see maybe some pullbacks, at least up to where the price is now, or the price may get to this point before it can eventually continue to the upper side. So basically on this chart I have not much to say on it, because nothing keeps changing so much. We are still in an uptrend. Despite whatever happens, the price continues to be in a very good uptrend. So we keep looking for more buy orders, expecting buyers to push price upwards. We do want to see a break beyond this line, 4807.36. If the price goes above that level, then that would be a sign that now we are continuing in that direction. So that should bring us to the end of today's market analysis. We'll meet again tomorrow at the same time. So thank you and see you. So something else, in the afternoon we'll be looking at pin bars. We have a webinar on pin bars. I'll be explaining exactly how to use pin bar for entry, how to identify when pin bars are correct to be used, and when you're not supposed to be focusing on a pin bar. So it's not all the time that a pin bar is actually useful, or not all the time that you're supposed to use pin bar for entry. Only sometimes that the pin bar is useful. So we are going to look at that in the afternoon. Please tune in, invite your friends. You can comment, you can like, you can do anything, just as long as it's within the scope of what we are looking at. So thank you very much. I'll see you again in the afternoon.